The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Easy. Good set, good set, good set. Hey, easy. 5-8, 5-8. Ready, protect.
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Hey, got it.
Now Breeze on third down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Check. Sammy. Good set. 11. 21.
Breeze now on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, easy. Flow. Ready. You ready? Over.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Tim Moore there, and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Dances by at the 20. Coleman has it here right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here you go. Ready? You ready? Kill, 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 kill.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawetta looking for a first down throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Lawetta. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And Gibbs got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Lauletta now on second. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third down. It's Cohen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's complete left side to Aguilar. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Breeze again. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now here's Lawletta. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Breeze now to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Breeze. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Over.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Monday. 13. 11.
Breeze to throw on second down. This is Coleman with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Breeze now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
A final shot before the break for Lauletta. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Like I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
5-5. Hey, easy. 95-56.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
57. Mike, 57. Cool down. Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Cool down.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
High 4. Hey, kill. Good. 5-4, ready. 11. Hey, easy. 21.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 and also the 1st down.
Here we go. Over. 12. Under.
Now Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Sammy. Switch. Over.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Monday. Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Just keeping the play alive. And his pass, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
1 day. 12.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Breeze buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit!
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw, it's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
5-8.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Detroit!
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. 319.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Redskins on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lauletta. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Stays on his feet. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They go to Johnson again. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more, as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Under. 11. 12.
On first down, Breeze. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Easy. Good.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on. 11.
Here's Breeze to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Easy.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
12. Hey, easy. Easy, kill. Here we go, 21. 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Dancing to his left. He finds Coleman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get set. 36.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Breeze going to sneak it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Over.
Here we go with Johnson. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Kill. All right, now, lucky 56. No, check. Patriot.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Leopard!
They give it off here to the tight end. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Lauletta going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Washington, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one.